have been so many great
Oh, no one's here.
2023.
Why is he
And
quiet?
On Thursday, December 7th, we will celebrate the best of the best at the 10th Annual Game Awards, streaming live everywhere from right here at the Peacock Theater in Los Angeles.
Why is he quiet?
I'm Geoff Keighley, and it is finally time to reveal the nominees across more than 30 categories. And to help select the winners, you can vote in all categories starting now at thegameawards.com. This is going to be a very special TGA filled with new game announcements from teams around the world, and in the coming weeks we will have much more to share.
Okay, maybe there isn't anything at the showcase.
To get to the task at hand, here are the nominees as selected by our voting jury for the Game Awards.
What voting jury, bro? I don't know who nominated these, because it sure as heck wasn't me.
Ben Starr as Clive, Final Fantasy XVI.
Oh, right.
Cameron Monaghan as Cal Kestis, Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Idris Elba as Solomon Reed, Cyberpunk 2077.
He'll probably win,
Phantom Liberty.
but he's an actor.
Melanie Liebert as Saga Anderson,
Ew.
Week 2. Neil Newbon as Astarion, Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh, he'll win.
Yuri Lowenthal as Peter Parker, Marvel's Spider-Man 2. For Best Ongoing Game, the nominees are...
Okay, it's just going, isn't it? Jesus.
Cyberpunk 2077, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, Genshin Impact.
Oh, get out of here, Genshin.
Category of Best Multiplayer presented
Jesus,
by
they're just going ham. This is gonna be like 2 seconds.
Diablo 4, Party Animals,
Why is that even there?
6, and Super Mario Brothers.
Yes, that
The
wins.
nominees for Best Art Direction are
Jesus, it's just go, go, go. No,
Hi-Fi Rush,
maybe.
Lies of P,
God, no.
Super Mario Brothers Wonder,
Yes.
and The Legend
Oh,
of Zelda:
there you
Tears
go.
of the Kingdom. For Best Score and Music, the
Oh.
nominees are Alan Wake 2,
No.
composer Petri Alonso.
I played Alan Wake 2. It sucked.
Baldur's Gate 3, composer Borislav Slavov.
Maybe.
Final Fantasy
That's,
16,
yep, that's way better.
Masayoshi Soken. Hi-Fi Rush, audio director Shuichi.
Why is Hi-Fi Rush even here? How much did they pay? Also, Zelda. I love Zelda. The soundtrack,
The Best
no.
audio design nominees are Alan Wake 2,
Get out of here, Alan Wake.
Marvel's Spider-Man 2, and Resident Evil 4.
Okay, good. At least
Best adaptation recognizes
At least Resident Evil 4 is there somewhere.
creating shows, movies, and other creative endeavors based on video game worlds and characters. Here are this year's nominees
What?
for Best Adaptation. Castlevania Nocturne,
No, there's only the Last of Us show.
The Last of Us, the Super Mario Brothers movie.
There, that wins 100%.
For Best Narrative, the nominees are
Mario movie.
Alan Wake 2,
Get out, Alan Wake! Just because it's recent doesn't mean it deserves to be on the list.
Final Fantasy 16, and Marvel's Spider-Man 2.
I started an Alan Wake series. I scrapped it.
Thought-provoking games with profound pro-social meaning. This year's nominees are
Because it was so bad.
Unbound,
What?
Chance of Sonar,
Huh?
Goodbye Volcano High,
What?
Chia,
What?
Terra Nil, and Venba.
What the hell are those?
Independent game, the nominees are Cocoon, Dave the Diver,
Dave the Diver might win. Dredge. Dredge is on. No, oh, there's Sea of Stars, guys. There you go. Heck yeah. Okay.
Mobile game. The nominees are
Oh, get out of here, mobile game.
7 Ever Crisis,
Nah.
Honkai Star Rail,
Nah.
Hello Kitty Island Adventure,
I don't even know what that is.
Monster Hunter Now, and Terra Nil.
Okay.
Best community support acknowledges the game for exceptional
It's just going, dude. Jesus.
responsiveness to players.
We're not even gonna have time to pick this apart.
Baldur's Gate 3,
Ew.
Cyberpunk 2077,
Community support.
Destiny
That's a
2.
weird one.
Final Fantasy 14, and No Man's Sky. Okay, now it's time for Best Debut Indie Game, which recognizes a development team that hasn't been on the TGA stage before. In fact, these teams published their first game in 2023. The nominees are
Uh-huh.
Cocoon, Dredge,
That's not that new. Dredge is new. Pizza Tower popped off.
and Viewfinder.
Viewfinder was unique. I'll give it that. They're actually acknowledging VR games? Vertigo 2. Vertigo 2. Vertigo 2. Where the hell is Vertigo 2? That's a VR mode of a game. That's not fair.
Content Creator of the Year, the nominees are
Me. We all know. Get out of here. Who the hell are these people?
Spreen, and Cypher PK.
I'm small baby, but I don't know who any of those were.
To be a game that's officially announced. The nominees are Final Fantasy VII Remake.
God, no. Hell no.
Hades 2.
Yeah, I'm...
Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. Star Wars Outlaws.
Yes, there you go.
And Tekken 8.
Or Tekken.
Your nominees for Best Action Adventure Game are Alan Wake 2.
No.
Marvel's Spider-Man 2.
Maybe.
Resident Evil 4.
Better than...
Star Wars Jedi
Yeah,
Survivor,
that's a solid-ass list.
and The Legend of Zelda.
That's a really solid list. I still think
For Best
Zelda.
Role-playing game.
That's Baldur's Gate, of course.
Baldur's Gate 3. Final Fantasy 16.
Now...
Lies of P.
God, no, that's not even an RPG. Sea of Stars should win that. It's not going to.
In the category of Best Fighting Game, the nominees are God of Rock, Mortal Kombat 1.
Ew, oh, that game sucked.
Nickelodeon's All-Star Brawl 2.
Right, I forgot that came out.
Bravery, and Street Fighter 6.
Street Fighter should win that.
Nominees for Best Action Game are Armored Core 6.
Yes!
Rubicon,
It actually got acknowledged.
Dead Island 2.
No.
Ghost Runner 2.
No.
Hi-Fi Rush.
Hard pass.
And Remnant 2.
Wow, it's looking like Armored Core is just gonna destroy on that one. There was no competition in there.
Available and enjoyable to more people. Selected by a special committee of accessibility experts, this year's nominees for innovation.
Accessibility experts. Yeah, my ass.
Diablo 4.
No.
Forza Motorsport.
Maybe?
Hi-Fi Rush.
Get out of here with Hi-Fi Rush, bro.
2. Mortal Kombat 1.
Spider-Man wins that. It's the only one that actually has accessibility. The hell are they on about?
Nominees are Disney Illusion Island, Party Animals,
Get out of here with Party Animals. Pikmin 4 is not a family game. That game sucks for the multiplayer. Mario wins. No question.
Best Sim Strategy nominees are
The Sonic game is good. Don't get me wrong.
2, Reboot Camp, Cities Skylines 2,
Maybe.
Company of Heroes
Nobody
3,
can play City Skylines.
Fire Emblem Engage,
Engage might win.
Pikmin 4.
Oh, I guess it's a strategy game. I guess that's
For
true.
Best Sports Racing, EA Sports FC 24,
I don't even know what that is.
F1 23,
What?
Forza Motorsport, Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 Turbo Truck.
Forza. I don't know much about all these games, but Motorfest was actually a good game.
Sports categories, starting with Best
Oh my god, he's just going, dude. Holy crap.
Counter-Strike 2,
Oh.
Dota 2,
Oh.
League of Legends, PUBG Mobile,
Okay. Counter-Strike.
Valorant.
No
Your
question.
best esport athlete.
I'm not even into it.
Demon 1, Faker, Hydra, Imperial Hal, Ruler, and Zywoo.
Okay.
For best esports team, our committee nominated these teams: Evil Geniuses Valorant, Fnatic Valorant, Game & Gladiators Dota 2,
I don't... Why is this even a thing?
Legends, and Team Vitality Counter-Strike. The best esports coach.
That's
nominee
like...
are
Isn't that like... That's not subjective. That's literally like you can just look at the stats and see who wins. What do they mean?
The best esports event are 2023 League of Legends.
No, the best esports event, I would have to Google it and see how much was attending the showcase. And then guess what? That wins. Like, what? Why are they even voting on this?
2023 and Valorant Champions 2023.
What the hell?
All right, you ready? It's time for our final two categories.
Okay.
Best game
Jesus, he's going quick.
recognizes extraordinary creative vision and innovation in game direction and design.
Uh-oh.
This year's nominees are
Alan, wait, no.
Baldur's Gate 3, Marvel's Spider-Man 2,
Yes.
Super Mario Bros. Wonder.
I'm honestly shocked Mario Wonder is there. 2 Nintendo games, though. Hell yeah. I'm honestly shocked Wonder is there. So I'll take it. Alan, I don't know why Alan Wake's there. That game was garbage.
For outstanding creative and technical
It didn't have anything original to it. It just copied Resident Evil.
Game of the year at the Game Awards.
All right, here we go, boys.
Alan Wake 2 by Remedy Entertainment. Baldur's Gate 3 from Larian Studios. Marvel's
Why is Alan Wake there?
Insomniac Games. Resident
Evil 4 deserves to be on that list, even though I didn't like. Whoa, really?
And The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh my God, Mario Wonder actually got to the big boy list. Holy crap.
Those are your nominees for the Game Awards. A highly competitive year for sure, but who will come out on top?
That's actually shocking, dude. I didn't think they would acknowledge it.
Awards.com and the
Wow.
Discord server. I hope you can join us live.
Wouldn't that be something if Mario Wonder won?
Orchestrated with this very stage, and as always, we'll pay tribute to our Game of the Year nominees. And yes, you can expect lots of news and updates on what's ahead for games in 2024 and beyond. So lock in your votes and get
Alan Wake is the God of War of last year.
We'll see you live on Thursday, December.
That's it? That's really it? Wow. Okay. Damn. All right. Let's start voting, boys. TheGameAwards.com. Let's see if I can set this up. Their site's probably going to get a ton of traffic right now and just die. It went so quickly through those categories. You know what? We could, for fun, just go through them ourselves if you guys want. Man, that showcase was so short. Like, holy crap.
There have been so many
great there is voting, but yeah, their site is like crashing, dude. Okay, yeah, shush. I'm trying to start voting, but yeah, their site's dying. In the meantime, let's go through some of these categories here, guys, just for funsies. Best performance, I think we all know he deserves it, frankly. Like, his acting range was a lot better. Okay, here we go. Let's see. No. Come on. There we go. All right, never mind. Let's see. So this is just showing game of the year. I want to see all categories here. All right, let's do this just to, you know, add some fun to it. Esports, who cares? They know to put these down here. Content creator of the year. I can't vote on myself, so most anticipated game. Let's see. That's not the most anticipated game. I guess their site is dying. Okay. Can I click next? Yeah, their site is dead, bro. Okay. Well, anyway, I'll put a timestamp because yeah, that's the end of the showcase at the very least. Jesus. Yeah, I can't even vote on these. Unfortunately. Oh, there we go. Okay. Now, for me, I think it's going to be an easy Star Wars Outlaws. I have no respect for what Square Enix is doing with the Final Fantasy games, where they're just doing multiverse franchising. I didn't play Hades 1, so I don't care about Hades 2. I know it's really hype, though. The new Like a Dragon just looks like another Yakuza game. Tekken, I think, deserves the hype, even though I'm not a fighting fan. But Star Wars. Sign in to vote. Oh, okay. Well, I'll go through these with you guys, and then I'll just vote afterwards. Let's see. Best adaptation. Mario movie, 100%. None of this are crap. Like, the Twisted Metal was on like some weird streaming site. The Last of Us show was weak. We still haven't watched the Gran Turismo movie, but it looked really, really cringe. Can I just go previous or no? Okay. Whatever then. Yeah, I'll just vote these afterwards. Best multiplayer, Mario, obviously. Like, Party Animals, I don't even know why it's on the list. Cool that it is, good for them. But Party Animals is kind of like, I don't know. It's just a ripoff of Gang Beasts. So I don't know why it's being acknowledged as if it's original. Yeah, that's actually interesting. GTA 6 hasn't had its announcement yet, though, Yukina. Like, it hasn't shown the trailer, so that's why it can't be on this list. That's why. Like, Party Animals is fun, don't get me wrong. It's just Gang Beasts. It's nothing original. Street Fighter, you can only play with like one person. Diablo 4 is actually an MMO, so I could see why this is nominated. Baldur's Gate, I don't understand. Like, as a multiplayer game, it's not that great. But I'm also biased, so. Oh, wow, this is the best sports game? Man, this site is dying, dude. All right, screw that. Screw the racing game, because I don't care. Let's go to best family, just because why not? Oh my god. I know I shouldn't be doing this right now, you guys. I'm sorry, okay? It's their website. If you prefer Baldur's Gate with the AI team mod, right, I forgot that existed. Yes. That actually, I couldn't get the mod to work, but that seemed really good. Okay, best family game. What does that mean? For the best game appropriate for family play. Well, it sure as hell ain't Pikmin. That game's not even, like, is that even multiplayer? Party Animals actually probably deserves it here, but otherwise I'm biased and would say Mario wins. The Disney game I say is more for like super little kids, and Sonic Superstars, I love that game. The multiplayer was garbage, man. But Mario still takes it for me because it's basically MMO Mario. You know what? I don't even know why I'm going into fighting game, because this year was pretty weak as far as fighting games are concerned. Let's be real. Best RPG, Mario RPG, but that comes out in a couple days, yo. All right, this is a funny list because I'm not the biggest fan of any of these games. I will at least acknowledge, like, I haven't played Sea of Stars, but God, it looks good. Like, it looks really good. So I don't know if that one would get my vote just because I haven't played it, but... And Starfield, I enjoyed Starfield. I put a considerable amount of time into it, but I don't think that it deserves to win for RPG. Lies of P shouldn't even be there because it's not an RPG. It's just a FromSoft ripoff game. Yeah, where's Lords of the Fallen? Why isn't Lords of the Fallen here by that logic? And then if it comes to Baldur's Gate and Final Fantasy, it's probably gonna be Baldur's Gate. It's gotta be Baldur's Gate. But in this case, I'd say it's probably Sea of Stars versus Baldur's Gate as far as gamers are concerned, because Sea of Stars blew up. But which game has more money? Baldur's Gate. So that one's gonna win. Oh, their site's just dead now. Sorry about the big flash screen. Okay, best action adventure, Zelda. No question. Alan Wake is the stray of this year. That game sucks, but for some reason it's on everything's list. I don't even know why. I think it's because, in all honesty, the team behind Alan Wake, they're in with the people that do the nominations and stuff. Like, you saw how much Alan Wake was pushed during Game Awards and stuff. Like, they have really good relations with them. So that's why it's getting nominated for so many things. Real talk, I did record like the first hour of Alan Wake. And I scrapped it just because the performance was terrible. It had tons of audio issues and the game was boring at the end of the day. Not to mention there was just a whole bunch of naked people chasing me. So what was I gonna do? Edit that out? Anyways, for best action, obviously Zelda wins. Jedi Survivor, I don't know. That it didn't really do anything new. I enjoyed it, but I really didn't like Resident Evil, but that's just me. Spider-Man is huge quality. I think this battle is only between Spider-Man and Zelda, but I still think Zelda wins because at least it did something new. Oh, dear Lord. Yeah, we're going to be here for a while, guys. But that's okay. I thought this showcase was going to go on a lot longer, so. Atlas Fallen, right. That didn't get anything. Okay, so for best action, Hi-Fi Rush is another game that was just all over the place, and I don't know why. That game was not that great. Best action game, Armored Core, 100%. Dead Island 2 doesn't deserve to be there. That game sucked. Ghost Runner 2, good as it is. It's just more of the same. Hi-Fi Rush doesn't deserve to be there. Remnant or Armored Core, that would be the top. But Remnant does have the advantage of having multiplayer. And it was a really, really solid game. But for me, Armored Core was like art, you know? Like, it was beyond just a video game. It was like insane. Yeah, Hi-Fi's, I know, it's not really an action game, right? Like, if anything, best action game. What about, what was that Jet Set Radio game that came out this year? Why isn't that on the list? Oh, because it's an indie game. And the people that nominate all of this crap don't actually play video games. What the hell was that one? It really popped off. It was like, I I don't remember the name. It was such a strange title. Sorry. So that was action game. Best VR. This is a pathetic list. Oh, wow. Those games are all VR? No, I don't remember what the game was. It was like Jet Set Radio Future, where it was about rollerblading and stuff. But it finally came out this year and exploded in popularity. I never played it, but yeah, where's Wayfinder on the Game of the Year list? You right? Okay, let's see. So, you guys know me. I'm a king when it comes to VR. I play like all the VR games. So I can, have my wine glass and be like, do any of these make it onto my list? No. First of all, Resident Evil VR is a port of a far better game that wasn't designed around VR. So I don't think that even deserves to be on the list. Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. Thanks, Zuffer. That was the one. That was the skating game. Synapse, I honestly don't even know what that is. Humanity, I didn't even know was VR, but that's not a very good VR game just because of the type of game it is. It's basically Lemmings, kind of just looking down on a level and doing stuff. I don't know why it's on the list. The Horizon game was just a tech demo, and Gran Turismo I didn't get to play in VR, to be fair, because I didn't own Gran Turismo when I had the PSVR for that limited week before I refunded that garbage. What VR games did we have come out this year? Let me double check some of the big boy games that I played. So there was Vertigo 2. That game is insane and I think deserves to be on this list. If any of these developers or people that nominated these played Vertigo 2, I think they would be blown away because it blows all of these out of the water because it was designed from the ground up as VR. Grimlord, which I just put a video up about that, I'd say that could be on the list, even though it's a bit janky. Yeah, honestly, let's be real. There's no other VR games. Who cares? Best mobile game, who cares? Debut indie game. Oh my god. It's dying. I'm just happy Mario Wonder will be on the orchestra. Right, because they're gonna do the orchestral version. That's right. I'm so pumped Mario Wonder made it to so many lists. Like, that was insane. So Cocoon, they said that this is the first time that this game has been created by a new independent studio. So Cocoon is actually created by the developer who made Limbo and Inside. So it's not their first rodeo. Maybe it's just their first time as a company. Dredge being on the list is crazy to me. Who knew I was playing a game nominee? But then again, that game is insanely good. I still have Cocoon on my list. I haven't played it yet. Pizza Tower popped off hard because it was like a Wario game. It didn't look appealing to me. I don't even know what Venba is. If it's the game that I think it is, that game looked like crap. Viewfinder, very inventive puzzle game, but once the gimmick was done, the game was just over. Didn't have much going for it. But I don't know. Out of this, I'd say I'm leaning towards Dredge, but I think based on my limited experience of Cocoon, that game looked like art, and I always kind of lean towards stuff like that. But I think Pizza Tower is the best video game out of this. You know what I mean? So Cocoon is made by the Limbo/Inside developer, so it's a trip. And the whole big gimmick is, as you can see with these orbs, it kind of has this thing where you go inside a world, and then if you die, you get kicked back out of it, and then you gotta retry. It's kind of an action puzzle game, actually. But it looks beautiful for what it is. And I mean, if you guys like Hollow Knight, it's all bug themed, so I'll play that one at some point. But Venba looks like a Walmart commercial. That's true. Wait, was that indie game? No, it's just messing up. Oh, okay. Best independent game. Now, this is a tough one. Viewfinder, interesting concept, but shouldn't be there. Dave the Diver popped off really hard. Didn't look interesting to me. I'd say objectively, considering what the games do, it would probably be Cocoon, Dredge, and Sea of Stars. But this is a pretty solid list for once for the indies. It's better than having Stray. Yeah, exactly, Multi. I'm just waiting to see the Elden Ring DLC debut and the GTA 6 trailer. Best community support. I don't even know why Baldur's Gate is here. Like, frankly speaking, get out. No Man's Sky. I don't even like where No Man's Sky is right now. I don't like No Man's Sky like at all. I keep trying to play it. It's not my thing. But No Man's Sky or Final Fantasy wins it 100%. Just in terms of community. Because guess what? Squad-based game, single-player game, 4-player only. I don't know why they're even acting like these have a community. No Man's Sky, like, deserves it. It always wins it, and it deserves it because it works its butt off and keeps making the game like better and better and better every year. Like, it's one of the only games that's continually had this much support for so long. The only other games that do that are MMOs from the dinosaur period. Best ongoing. Get out of here. Genshin sucks now. Let's be real, man. Come on. I'm not doing a Genshin stream right now, so I can finally say I hate Genshin Impact. I thought it was going to go off hard. I thought it was going to become like this big thing. And then no, it didn't. It's just cheap. It's just copying other games rather than having any inspiration. And let's be real, Sumeru sucks. Fontaine sucks. I think Fortnite does definitely deserve high praise because of how freaking good that is. Like, let's be real. They've been popping off really, really hard, even though I haven't been playing it that much. Final Fantasy 14 obviously still gets a lot. Cyberpunk, let's be real, that doesn't deserve to be on the list. Like, I know that they keep refining it and making it a better game, and I'm not trying to hate on Cyberpunk itself, but it's like, come on, man. Best ongoing game? More like, hey, we actually continued development of this broke-ass game and fixed it finally. And I don't know anything about Apex, so yeah. For this one, honestly, I don't know. It's a tough call. For me, I'm leaning towards Fortnite just because out of all of these games, I think I like it the most. I haven't played the OG season, though. I know you guys keep yelling at me that I should do that, but I haven't. Games for Impact. Why isn't Genshin on this list? That at least would be funny. I feel like Genshin buys their way into these lists. Ew. Oh, it means art. So when I talk about a game being art like Cocoon, I mean that it is quite literally art. Not this weird, like, generic. I don't know. I'm out of that category. I was going to throw up if I stayed there any longer. Best innovation and accessibility. All right, let's be very clear here. Recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience. So last year, God of War won over The Last of Us, even though there is a quote from my friend that still stands out to me today. The Last of Us, you can play it if you're blind. You couldn't play God of War blind, but God of War won because people are biased. Diablo 4 has nothing innovative. I don't even know why this is here. Like, you can't play this game disabled or blind. Like, what? It's a mouse click game. Same with Forza. It's a racing game. Like, no. Hi-Fi Rush, Spider-Man more than likely has the most accessibility because it is a Sony title, so it does have all of those accessibility options. Like, let's be real, it's Spider-Man, 100%. This is a fighting game. This is a fighting game. Like, Spider-Man wins that, 100%. That's the one thing that Sony does right. All right, best performance is just going to be the actor, which, oh my God, this site is dying, bro. It pisses me off that Diablo is there. Bruh, is any Nintendo game in any nominees? Oh yeah, no, Multi. Mario Wonder and Zelda are in so many categories. It's actually surprising. Okay, so for best actor for a video game, I mean, Idris Elba is an actor. So, of course, he destroys all of these guys. But I'm sorry, I gotta probably give it to my man Ben Starr just because... Good God, him as Clive was great. That or, well, I was going to say Peter Parker here, but I don't know, man. We all know this guy's going to win, though, because he's in Baldur's Gate, and they're going to be voting for popularity because any of the people that played Baldur's Gate probably didn't play any of these other games because people that play Baldur's Gate aren't gamers. So let's just move on from that category. Yes, all the Sony games do piggyback for accessibility. I know that. All right, this is best audio design, which... Dead Space. Dead Space wins for me. Dead Space or Resident Evil. Because the spatial awareness of the sound design is leagues better than all of these others. Like Spider-Man's an action game, so it's not as important, even though the sound design was actually really solid. Hi-Fi Rush, why is that even here? Alan Wake 2 also, why is that here? This is so ironic to me because one of the big reasons why I scrapped the Alan Wake 2 series is because it came out of the gate with audio issues where the sound was broken. So the fact that it's on the audio design, I mean, if it was on purpose, maybe. Hey Sam, thank you so much for becoming a member, man. Appreciate you. Oh god, that's funny, man. That's funny that Alan Wake's there. Best score. Ooh, here we go. Dude, Multi, you're absolutely right. Where the hell is Hogwarts Legacy? Oh my god. Hi-Fi Rush here, and Alan Wake stealing Hogwarts Legacy. I didn't even think about it. Why the hell isn't Hogwarts on here? What the hell? Biased. Game of nominees are rigged. You were right, Zuffer. Stupid, dumb. That's so... Oh, man. That is actually frustrating as hell. They put so much work into Hogwarts. Damn. Okay, best score in music. Alan Wake, no. Again, so many audio issues, and even the game itself was just so generically boring. And as much as I love Zelda, and it pains me to say, the music sucks in Zelda. Like, the best Zelda music is from the N64 era, and we haven't had anything better since then. And Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom is just... Okay, cool. Final Fantasy wins it for me. I think Baldur's Gate did a fantastic job with their sound design. Nothing stood out to me, though. Final Fantasy is banger after banger after banger after banger after banger. Like, Final Fantasy is one of those rare games where all of the songs are good. I don't think there was a single song I didn't like. And I don't know why Hi-Fi Rush is here. Best art direction. Well, is Alan Wake gonna be in this one? My brain already forgets. Why the hell is Alan Wake here? If Alan Wake is in the best art direction, Resident Evil 4 should be here, because all Alan Wake did was copy Resident Evil 4. I don't know why Wonder is here, but my god, yes. Lies of P, what art direction? Graphics? I mean, I guess if that's all it needs to do to have it in the category. And Tears of the Kingdom, if I had to vote out of these, I'd say Mario Wonder, just because Tears of the Kingdom was very much like Breath of the Wild, so it didn't really do anything new other than just having better performance. Like, it's still a very beautiful game, don't get me wrong. And maybe I'm biased because Mario Wonder was the more recent game that I played, but there's something about the Mario Wonder graphics, like, I really like it. It's very, very appealing how it kind of looks like the characters are stickers and like out of a comic book or something, but they still manage to have a 3D feel to them. It's just, I really, really liked it, man. Liza P, again, I don't know why that's there. Hi-Fi Rush, it's just generic cell shaded. I mean, you know what? I will acknowledge Hi-Fi Rush did have really, really cool visuals. That's right. Because it had like visual representation of the music, because the game was like so sound driven, where your guy would be playing guitar. It was kind of like Scott Pilgrim Enters the World, or whatever the hell that movie was called. Again, Alan Wake, get out of here. All right, let's see. Best narrative. So this is for story. That's a tough one. Yep, I know, Loot Box. That's why I was saying earlier, where's Bomb Rush Cyberpunk? I forgot what the name was, but yep. This, like, let's be real. This list is chosen by a bunch of boomers who just look at the metrics. They look at the sales of all of these games, and they don't know anything about indie games. They don't play video games. You know, yes, Bomb Rush should be on here. Also, yeah, later, Val. Okay, So this is best narrative for storytelling. Honestly, Alan Wake 2, I was bored. It was too cluttered and too garbled. Baldur's Gate, I don't even know what the main story is. I just know about the side interactions. I'm not necessarily saying that's bad, but it didn't stand out to me. Cyberpunk, I didn't play, but I heard really good things about it, so I can't comment. Final Fantasy was a garbled mess of a story, but I did really enjoy it actually, and I found it to be a bit more memorable than Spider-Man, because not to say that Spider-Man's story was bad, but let's be real, it's just, oh, Venom's here. You know, like, it's very easy to follow. So for me, it would be one of these two. I'd have to sit on it for a little bit, but I think it's going to go to Spider-Man for the story, just because of what it is. Now, I think Baldur's Gate's probably going to win this category, because I think Baldur's Gate's going to win every category. But again, Cyberpunk might be better narratively, but I never played the DLC, so I can't comment. Yeah, I don't know. That one's a tough one. I'll have to sit with that for a bit. And then best game direction. So this is awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in direction and design. Alan Wake 2, they blatantly said that they ripped off Resident Evil. So again, scrap this from the list because there's nothing innovative here. Baldur's Gate, what I will acknowledge is the amount of choices that you could do is actually insane. The amount of things that you could end up doing that would end up affecting the game, and how, you know, good this is as far as just, I don't know, like a game direction. Yeah, cool. Spider-Man, it's just a Spider-Man game. Mario Wonder, it is the best 2D platformer of all time, I think. And honestly speaking, the fact that they made it online with the Phantom Souls of like Dark Souls is pretty dang cool. It's gotta go to Zelda though. Because when you think about what Zelda does as far as video games, the fact that you could build all those crazy freaking vehicles, I'm still seeing people pop up in my Twitter that are making like mechs and stuff. Like, it just, you know, it wasn't as intuitive a system as I would have liked it to be. But my God, the amount of crap that people are still doing in Zelda haunts me, dude. Like, it's actually crazy, even though I'd love to give it to, you know, Mario or Zelda, just because they're the best video games here, in my opinion anyway. But I think Zelda, like, really, really pushed it with those vehicles, man. So, Zelda for me, because I'm biased. And then finally, the game of the year. Let's see. No, that's game direction. There we go. This is a solid freaking list, dude. This is... I don't know where this is going to go. All I know is Alan Wake's not going to win. But this is one heck of a list, especially compared... Last year was so bad. There was so few games last year that Stray got nominated. Let me remind you of that. Yeah, that's true, Zephyr. The vast amount of voters aren't going to vote critically. They're going to vote for their favorites. Yes, that's why God of War won so many categories last year. It's like the actual Emmys for movies, where game designers purposely release their game close to the Game Awards. So that's the most recent thing that people are thinking of. I think Alan Wake 2 should be replaced by something else. That's favoritism. You can totally see, like, this is blatantly, the people that make this website are like, heck yeah, dude, I loved Alan Wake, because they didn't play any other video games. Resident Evil deserved to be in more categories. I didn't like Resident Evil 4. I know I'm probably the only one who feels that way. But at the very least, I'd say it's a much more solid game and better than Spider-Man. Well, Spider-Man swinging around is a lot of fun. The thing is, I'm kind of burned by Spider-Man because of how samey it was, you know? I think out of all these categories, I'm very, very happy Mario Wonder is here. I don't know if it's actually going to win. That would be... Dude, I genuinely would be so thrilled to see Mario Wonder win this category, just because the idea that a 2D platformer can stand against giants would be like such a huge win, just as far as video games are concerned, you know? But we all know Baldur's Gate's gonna win this, because it got the casual audience, not unlike any of these others did. as far as objectively speaking, I would say, again, it's probably Zelda. Like, I want to, like, with Zelda, I'll acknowledge that there is a part of me that does feel a bit burnt out because of how similar it was to Breath of the Wild. But at the same time, again, like I said earlier, here's every other game, here's Breath of the Wild. And here's Tears of the Kingdom. It was only slightly better than Breath of the Wild, but that's still a feat worth acknowledging, dude. You know? But at the very least, this will be a really interesting vote. I'm very interested to see what's going to happen, even though we already know Baldur's Gate's going to take every category it's in. But Mario Wonder is a damn good game. Like Zelda, I feel like the main complaint with Tears of the Kingdom is that it was a sequel. So they had to kind of design it with constraints. The fact that Nintendo said future Zelda games are going to be very similar to this style, I think the next Zelda game is going to become like the greatest game of all time because it's not going to be restricted by the ideal of it being a sequel. You know, it's just going to be able to go ham and be something completely different and unique. So I could acknowledge that at least. For me, it's directly Mario Wonder because I don't like the others. Well, I mean, that's kind of how the voting system works, right? The problem is that I think the big reason Baldur's Gate's going to win here is because more people played it, you know? Like for the rest of these games, they popped off, but not nearly as much as Baldur's Gate did, dude. That is, yeah, I would acknowledge that as well, mate. I think Mario Wonder is the only title out of this whole category, even Zelda. I love you, Zelda, but Mario Wonder is the only title that does genuinely feel fresh. Like it feels it's a very refreshing experience playing through that game. I'm still playing it here and there, like just myself, kind of just helping random players out and stuff like that. But Zelda, I'm not, you know, I don't have any reason to go back to it, even though I love that game. God, I hope we get Ghost of Tsushima announced. Anyways, I guess that's gonna do it, guys. I'm not trying to like drag this out or anything. I just thought it would be interesting. Again, was there any games that you guys wanted on the list that you didn't see? I completely agree with Multi earlier. Like Hogwarts Legacy, I don't know why it's not on the list. Genuinely, that game was like way better quality than Alan Wake. It should replace it in all categories. But okay. Other than that, though, had a lot of fun with this. I'm probably just going to put a couple streams that I did the other day up as well, just because it's Marika's day off and we got like a family thing going on. And the only other video that I had ready for today is the Trove Martial Arts video. But that profession is a mess. So it's going to take me an extra day to edit it. Yeah, Armored Core didn't get in enough categories either. That's true. Because Armored Core, oh my God. I still listen to Baltius' song when I go to the gym. It's just so goddamn good. Anyways, love you guys. Hope you had fun. I guess I'll see you when the Game Awards hits next month. Or, well, I'll see you guys when Mario RPG hits this Thursday. Oh my God.